Hi guys, I'm Jess and I'm going to go through a little morning routine with you today. So just something that works into each part of the body nice and gently and just gets you ready and set up for the day. So we're going to start lying down on the backs. So you can stay in bed and do this, so you can get out and find space on the floor. But we really want to work on reducing that archway through the back. So feel like the tailbone's tucking under and the stomach is drawing down towards the floor. Then we're going to bend through the knees, soles of the feet together, and let the knees fall out to the side. So just let gravity take its toll and just let the knees fall to where they're comfortable. Still engaging that core though to reduce that archway through the back. Then drawing the knees together, you can use the hands. We're going to take the knees into the chest, take a little rock from side to side. So we want to stay relaxed through the upper body at this point. So just a gentle rock from side to side. Notice where the contact is with the back and the mat. And with the hands on the knee, just take the knees a little further away from the body and take a little rock from side to side there. Feel that send all the way down into the lower back. Begin to make these circular motions with the knees, just a couple one way and then taking it a couple the other way. So it feels like a little massage along the lower back. Then come into centre and place the left foot on the floor, take the right foot up to the ceiling. So we really want to keep the foot flexed in, keep the toes pulling down towards the body, and then take a hold behind that thigh. So the leg doesn't have to be straight, you can take a bend through the leg, we're still working into the hamstring, even with the bent leg. And we're just starting to activate all those leg muscles, so make sure you still relax through the upper body. And just slowly bringing that leg a little closer in. If you have anything handy, one of these straps, or maybe a dressing gown tie or a towel, place it on the top part of the foot. And then if you push the heels up towards the ceiling, you'll really feel that stretch along the back of the leg. Or you can just use it as a bit of an aid to pull the leg closer down. And floating that right foot down, we're going to take the left foot up to the ceiling. And doing the same thing on this side, keep the foot flexed in, toes pulling down, leg bent or straight, relax through the shoulders. And just every exhalation, maybe see if you can pull that leg a little closer into the body. Nice and slowly, floating the legs down, bringing the knees into the chest. One little hug, and then with a hand on each knee, part the knees towards the armpits, and take the soles of the feet to the ceiling. So again, feet flexed, and just take a hold behind the thighs. And you can use that to pull the knees closer down towards the armpits. Now if this feels like enough for you, then stay here. If you want to come a little deeper into your happy baby, then we thread the hands on the inside of the knees, take a hold of the outside of the feet. And then we can use that to pull the knees further down. Trying to get the ankles on top of the knees, and if that feels okay, maybe add it in some movement. Little rock from side to side. That's nice and gently coming out, knees together. Take the feet up to the ceiling, take a hold behind the thighs. We're just going to roll up and down the spine, building up some momentum to come to the bum, and over the knees, find a tabletop, or however you like to find tabletop. So we're on all fours with the knees under the hips and the wrists under the shoulders. So really push the mat away from you. Feel a little separation through the shoulder blades. And then engage that core and find a flat back. So we're going to go through our cat-cows. So as you inhale up to cow, send the head and the tailbone to the ceiling. Send the gaze up. And then as you exhale, we're pushing through the mat, separation through the shoulder blades and round through the back. Inhale up, really sending the chest through the arm space. Keep the arms active. And then exhale, tucking the chin into the chest. Maybe even seeing if you can look at the belly button. Tucking the tailbone under. Inhale, cow. Exhale to cow. Inhale back to your flat back. And we're going to keep the knees and the hips exactly where they are. I'm just going to shuffle back. And then we're going to start to walk the hands forward. So you're really going to push through the hands, the whole hands, keeping the arms engaged. And just starting to sink the chest down towards the floor. So starting to feel like you're opening out through the shoulders and coming into this back bend. So you might find the whole chest can come down. If it does, then send the gaze forward and don't slack on the arms. Keep them nice and engaged, even if the chest is down. Inhale to come up, push through the hands, walk the hands in just slightly, and then we're going to swoop the body forward, come in onto the forearms, sink the hips down towards the floor. So we're in our Sphinx. Elbows under the shoulders, forearms down, centre the chest through the arm space. So we're going to feel like all those back muscles are squeezing together, making our lower back nice and strong. So you might feel if this is fine, you're feeling really nice and stay here. But if you want to start to add in some movement, I'm going to take the hands out to the side, come onto the fingertips. And bring the head down to the floor, tuck the chin into the chest. Elbows up to the ceiling. As you inhale, pushing up, keep the chin to the chest until you get high, and then send the gaze all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale as you come down, keep the head high, until you reach the floor and tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale, really rolling through the spine, looking up. Exhale down. One more time. Big inhale. And exhale. So you might feel like you want to add in a little bit more movement. So tuck the toes under, push through the hands. Roll over the knees, send the hips high into down dog. So take a little check-in on your down dog, maybe a little bit of movement here, a little pedal through the legs, maybe a sway through the hips. And then on an inhale, we're going to roll forward into plank. Drop the knees down, send the bum back to the heels. Into child's pose. Tuck the toes under, hips high, roll forward to plank, knees down, bum back on heels. You can make that a bit more flowy. Inhale high, plank, knees down, bum back. Inhale up, roll forward, knees down, bum back on heels, and then untuck the toes and stay there in your child's pose. So walking the hands out as far as they can go. Feel a nice stretch down the sides of the body. So you should be feeling like there's a nice release through the lower back here now. If you want to work into the hips a little more, then you can wiggle the knees further apart, keep the big toes together, and allow the body to just sink in between the legs. So you want to feel just the ribs on the inside of the thighs. And then really resting the head or sinking the chest down towards the floor. Just taking a couple of breaths there. And then when you're ready, walking the hands back in, coming up to seated, and coming over onto the bum. So find a comfortable position here. Might just be a cross-legged position, or you can try Sukhasana. So that's where the heels are in line with the centre body. And lift and lengthen through the spine. Feel like the crown of the head is being pulled up to the ceiling. With a big inhale, we're going to take the hands up to the ceiling, looking up to the thumbs. Exhale as you bring them down through the heart centre. Inhale high, gaze the thumbs. Exhale down. One last big inhale. And then we're going to exhale, take the right hand behind. Exhale the left hand over to the right knee. Inhale as you lift and lengthen through the crown. Lengthen through that spine. Push through that back hand. And then on an exhale, we're just twisting through that centre spine, gazing down that right shoulder. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, maybe twisting a little further, taking the gaze behind. Inhale, hands to the ceiling. Exhale as you take the left hand behind, right hand to the left knee. On an inhale, we lengthen. And every exhalation, we come into this posture, this twist. So every inhalation, we take this little lengthen, and every exhalation, we come deeper into the posture. On the next inhale, take the hands back to the ceiling, and as you exhale, and release the hands down to the sides. Inhale the left hand up, lengthen through that hand, and then as you exhale, we're going to send it down the back. With the right hand, we're going to bring it underneath, and maybe the fingers find each other and you take a bind. So if this isn't happening, then maybe just using a jumper or a t-shirt that you have, or maybe even the belt that you were using before, and just use to walk the hands closer and closer in. So the main thing is, don't sink through the chest. So if you find you're like this, then release the hands further apart, keep lifting through the chest, keep drawing that elbow back. On an inhale, we're going to switch hands, lengthen through that right hand before you drop it down the back. When the left hand comes under, maybe take a bind, make sure the chest is lifted, make sure the spine is nice and straight. Inhale, release. I'm going to take the hands nice and wide, as wide as you can go. And then exhale, we're going to cross the right hand over the left, give yourself a hug. And pull those elbows away from the face. So you're feeling the separation through the shoulder blades. And keeping the elbows where they are, we'll take the fingers to the ceiling. Flip the grip and see if you can find finger to palm. So in our eagle arms. And then we're going to lift up and away from the face. So this means we've got a nice straight spine still. We're feeling that separation through the shoulder blades, a nice stretch in between. So you can stay here if that's feeling nice. We'll start adding some movement. So inhale into a back bend, send the gaze to the ceiling. Exhale, draw the elbows down to the stomach. Inhale high. Exhale down. One last time. Big inhale. And exhale. Inhale back to center. Release, take the hands wide. And then as you exhale, the left hand over the right. Give yourself a hug. Pull those elbows away. Taking the fingers to the ceiling. Flip the grip. Lifting the arms up and away from the face. Inhale, look into the ceiling. Take the hands up. And exhale, elbow to the stomach. Inhale up. Exhale down. One last time. Inhale back to center, taking the hands wide, and then we're going to take the hands behind and form a grip. And straighten out through the arms as much as you can, so you should be feeling instantly the chest lifting. So if you're not finding a grip, then this belt comes in handy again, or anything you have, a towel, tea towel, anything. Wherever you are, just see if you can pull those arms away from the body. Really feeling that stretch through the chest and into the front shoulders. Now you're sat in your cross-leg position, arms behind. As you exhale, we're going to fold forward, bringing the head down towards the floor, and just letting the arms come overhead. On your next inhale, we're going to come back up to center. Release the hands. Bringing them forward and just take a shake off through the shoulders, shake off through the wrists. Okay, so there's some ideas for a little morning routine for you. We've worked into pretty much every part of the body and hopefully set you up for the day nicely. So remember, anything that feels good, stay in it for as long as you'd like to, or add in some more things, some sun salutations to get you warmed up. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for joining in. Namaste.